Hi, Assalamualaikum, and very good morning to everyone. My name is Aisha binti Karol Amin, 264537, and I'll be the first presenter for my group. Our group choose conic section as our topic. Okay, what is conic section? Conic section is any curve produced by the intersection of a plane and right circular cone in the geometry. So this intersection will produce four types of shape, which is the first is circle, ellipse, parabola, and hyperbola. Okay. Next is who discovered the conic section. There is 6% who discovers conic section, which is first Menachmus, who is the first person who used conics to solve doubling of the cube. Second is Aristus and Euclid, where they formalized and extended to the conics. And third is the great Archimedes, where he is the one who used the elementary theory of conical sections and to develop important concepts of parabola and extended them far beyond the scope. Okay, what is Apollonius, where he added multitude of proposals, and next is Pappus, where he expanded to a great deal of lattice conic section, and then after that, conics were vanished for more than 1,000 years and reborn in 15th and 16th centuries. Last is Kepler, where he finally evolved from a novel intellectual exercise in ancient Greece to a powerful modeling tool to explain physical laws of universe. Okay. Next is application. How the conic sections being applied in the real life. The first shape is parabola. There is two types of shape. There's two shape of that is common use in most common we notice in our life, which is first parabola and second is circles. Okay, for the parabola, for example, we can find the rocket ship traveling up in the sky producing the parabola shape. And second is object thrown in the air. Also, we can see it produce the parabola shape. Okay, second is circles. For example, is pizza. The shape of pizza is circles, and the center of the pizza represents the center of the circles, and the slice of the pizza represents the radius of the circle. Okay, next is ellipse. Ellipse ellipse shape we can find where planet or the earth takes an elliptical path where it occurs in our universe. And last is hyperbola. For example, we use the application in our real life, which is nuclear cooling tower. This nuclear cooling tower use hyperbolic shape, where because the shape has the ability to withstand high winds. Okay, for the our project choose Gate Bridge and Hellbolt Comet. For the Golden Gate Bridge, we we want to calculate the measurement of guide wire use and we use parabola shape. And second is Hellbolt Comet. We want to calculate the distance of orbit of comet from the sun and we use the ellipse shape. Okay, that's all from me, and I'll passing to the next present. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Norhaifa binti Makzuki and my method number is 264765. So I will now continue my part, which is methodology. The first question is Golden Gate Bridge. This question shows an parabola graph. A parabola is a curve when any point is equivalent distance from a focal point and this directrix. In real life, parabola is used in satellite dishes, radar dishes, concentrating the sun's rays to make a hotspot, and reflector on spotlights and torches. So the most important terms need to know in parabola is vertex, focus, and axis of symmetry. Parabola have two equations, which are y equal to x squared and x equal to y squared. Y equal to x squared will determine whether the graph is open upward or open downward. For the graph of x equal to y squared, it will determine whether the graph is opening to the left or opening to the right. And also, we can get the parabola shapes from the conic sections when we slice a plane through the cone. For the second question is Hale-Bopp comet. This equation shows an ellipse graph. Ellipse is a plane curve that circles two focal points. In real life, ellipses used in orbits of planets, shapes of bird kills, governors, certain aero wings, surgical systems, and whispery chambers at house. And also, ellipses have two equations, which are x squared divided by a squared plus y squared divided by b squared equal to 1, and x squared divided by b squared plus y squared divided by a squared equal to 1. The value of x squared will always be greater than b squared, and also the focus and vertex only lies on the major axis. For the ellipse, we also can get the ellipse shape from the conic sections when we cut the planes or slice the cone with a plane. The next part is the conic section in polar coordinates. The most important terms that we need to know is eccentricity values. If the values of eccentricity is between 0 to 1, the graph is the ellipse graph. If the eccentricity value is equal to 1, the graph is parabola. And if the eccentricity value is greater than 1, the graph is hyperbola. For r equal to ed divided by 1 plus e sin theta, the graph is open downward. For the r equal to ed divided by 1 minus e sin theta, the graph will open upward. For r equal to ed divided by 1 plus e cos theta, the graph is opening to the left. And for the last one is r equal to ed divided by 1 minus e cos theta, the graph will opening to the right. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name is Siti Nur Hafizah Nabila binti Raja Hadi. My metric number is 264281. I would like to present about example and analysis about Golden Gate Bridge. Example: Golden Gate Bridge completed in 1937. San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge is 2.7 kilometers long and weighs about 819 tons. The length of the span between the two central towers is 1,280 meters. The towers themselves extend 152 meters above the roadway. The cables that support the deck of the bridge between the two towers hang in a parabola. See at the figure below. Assuming the origin is midway between the two towers on the deck of the bridge, find an equation that describes the cables. How long is a guy wire that hangs vertically from the cables to the roadway 500 meters from the center of the bridge? The solution is step 1. There are 4 steps for solution. Step 1. Based on the data figure provided shown below. Step 2. We draw the graph. And step 3. At the origin, the equation of a parabola with a vertex is x squared equal 4p1 when x is 640 and y is 152 lies on a parabola. We can substitute the value in this question. X squared equals 4py. So the answer is P is 12,800 over 19. Therefore, the equation for the cable is x squared equal 51,200y over 19. Step 4, when x equal to 500, we can get y equal 19 SQQM3034. Therefore, a guide wire that hangs vertically from the cables to the roadway 500 meters from the center of the bridge is 92.7734 meters. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Shakira binti Shamsuddin. Now, I would like to continue the example and analysis. The second question is the Hello Comet, discovered in 1995, has an elliptic orbit with eccentricity 0.9951 and the length of the major axis is 356.5. Find a polar equation for the orbit of this comet. How close to the Sun does it come? So, the solution is step 1, length of the major axis. So we need to divide by 2 because the length of the major axis is counting 2a. So we need to divide by 2. So the length of the major axis is 178.25. So we have the information that we have a value of E equal to 0.995 and we get the A 178.25. So step 2, the polar equation of the orbit. So we just substitute in this equation, then we get the answer for R. So the equation for the orbit of the comet is y equal to 1.7426 divided by 1 minus 0.995 cos theta. So next step is step 3, closeness to the Sun. So we need to find the closeness to the Sun. So the equation is R. The formula is R equal to A 1 minus 2 minus E. So we calculate that we got 0.8734. So we can conclude that the distance between the Sun and the comet is 0.8734. So the next is conclusion. According to the report, there are 2 types of conic section that have been used. First, the shape is parabola, where it had been used to solve for the application in the Golden Gate Pride. Parabola is the most common conic that had been used widely in our daily life other than circles. The second is ellipse, where it was used by the scientists to measure the distance of orbit of halo comet from the Sun, like the example that I present. Next, in terms of analysis for the Golden Gate Pride, we use parabola as the cable represent a parabola shape in order to find the length of the guide wire. We can use the equation of the parabola that already obtained. Thus, we get the result where the length of guide wire is 92.7734 meter long. Next, the Hale-Bopp comet, we use the ellipse as the comet produce an orbit shape represent the ellipse shape. In order to find the distance of comet and the Sun, we use the ellipse graph as representing the shape of comet orbit. Therefore, we will obtain the distance of comet and the Sun, which is 0.8734. So lastly, in conclusion, conic are really important in the real world, but the main problem is that many of us does not notice that conic are everywhere and they are all around us. There are 2 most common conic that have been used in the world, which is parabola and circle. All the conic are really significant in our life that we even find them in the food we eat and even the people we meet. Conic do not only appear in our world, but they do help us as well. So Just it from us. Thank you.